Hey everybody, it's Ragdolls. Welcome to the Wednesday news video. Not a whole lot going on this week, so I'm keeping this video a little bit short, and I apologize ahead of time about the constant just back and forth it seems like with my channel. I'm having the hardest time getting this right. It's hard. It's hard. I'm a dad and I work full time, and I've been working like 14-hour days, like every day for weeks. I deserve a round of applause. So, only a couple things in the news this week. We got Knack 2 is finally out on PS4 and PS4 Pro. That game looks fucking stupid. I don't get why that game is even being promoted in any way, shape, or form. It's a child's game. But then again, I guess I'm playing Rhyme right now. I guess that could be considered a child's game. But Knack itself just seems like such a boring game. It's literally, it looks kind of unfinished, and you're a robot made out of relics that you can fall to pieces at any time, just like the game seems like it does on its own, without you having to play it. The game has a boring storyline. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's all forgettable gameplay. It reminds me of something that should have come out way back in like PlayStation 1, except for the graphics are updated. And honestly, to me, it's just disappointing because this is what we're getting with this new generation of systems. With 360, we had so many games that came out that pushed the envelope and changed the gaming industry forever, like Morrowind or even Skyrim or Half-Life and Portal 2, like all of those games that came out during the 360 era seemed like they were constantly trying to change and push graphics to the limit, and then with these new systems you get Knack, a lackluster game with a boring name. Like I don't know, and that rhymes. Destiny 2 is also out. There's so many videos out right now for Destiny 2. I think GameSpot just recently came out with a video on the 10 issues with the game, or glitches or whatever you have that you would need to know. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. There's all kinds of reviews. There's Ben Broman did a Destiny 2 how to get the Mida Mini tool. Literally anything that you can think of. Like GameSpot's Destiny 2 launch bug fixes and all the bugs you need to know. Destiny 2, 10 things to know when starting a new game. So if you want kind of a starter kit and you haven't seen a whole lot of like helpful gameplay, I'll leave a bunch of links in the description below on resources you can find on how to get started and what the game is going to be like. The game so far has been fantastic. It looks amazing. The raids look awesome. I actually want to take part in this game for once. Destiny 1 was kind of a fluke at launch. It wasn't all that interesting, and there was a lot of stuff that was promised that didn't come out until later updates. So it seems like Destiny 2 is really getting it right. There are some subtle grievances and caveats that come with the game and other players have already voiced, but for the most part it doesn't sound like they've delivered an unpolished game. It sounds like the game already by itself is a solid game. So if you haven't checked out Destiny 2, I'm going to go ahead and promote it here. Definitely check it out. I want to check it out, but I haven't had the chance to just yet. And then recently, if you haven't heard, Cuphead is going to be coming out on September 29th of this month, and there was some gameplay featured by a journalist from GameBeat named Dean Takahashi, and it's awful. I think it's 10 minutes of gameplay. I can't remember which channel I watched that released it initially. I want to say it was The No, or it might have been IGN, but it was just awful. I don't know what he was doing, but the prompts are right there. It was literally like a tutorial, and he couldn't get it right. He was trying to jump on a pillar for like 10 minutes, and it's agonizing to watch. And it sparked recent debate as to whether or not journalists that are reviewing games should be good at them. I do think that there has to be some level of proficiency when you're writing about a specific game. You do need to know what you're doing, or at least be able to play it in order to experience it to its fullest potential. I don't think you need to be at competition level Call of Duty or Battlefield 1, or even Overwatch player just to be able to review it, but you do need to be able to have a basic understanding of how games are played. So I do think that that's important, but Dean Takahashi has been in the industry for like 30 years, it seems like. He's been in the industry writing since, the first Nintendo. So there is that. I mean, he does have a lot of experience. He does have a lot of technical know-how. Maybe he just isn't. Maybe he just wasn't having a good day. Who really knows? I don't think that we should start condemning him for not being able to play Cuphead proficiently, but you know, it does kind of bring up that debate. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Ragdolls. Kept this video short. Be sure to tune in every day at noon for Let's Plays of pretty much everything. I don't know. Slime Rancher, Layers of Fear, yada, yada, yada. All right, guys, I will see you guys again on Saturday.